honest, thought provoking discussion at a time. Because when women speak, the world listens.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, of course, the weekend is upon us. So, what is your plan? This morning, I was listening to newspaper review and Towen said that she will go for window shopping. And in my mind, I'm like, window shopping. The danger of window shopping is that you don't even know sometimes when your card has reached the cashier's hand. That's the window. That's the danger of window shopping. Honestly, you're not gonna know which time your card already. Okay, make I just buy this one. You know, expensive. Not just 2,500 now, not just 3,000. Make I just buy them. Before you know it, you don't they do past the 2,500 safe where you say you want Coco give. So, whatever you want to do, if you don't plan to spend, maybe the safest thing is just to stay indoors. Because even the indoors concept, maybe you might have to buy data to keep you company indoors. So who knows? Any asha money must shall leave you this weekend. If you no do stew, you go do soup. If you no do soup, you go cook rice. You go shall do something. We go fit carry you through the week, which will be next week. And moreover, self next week could be the end of August. Too. Oh girl, hey, August don't come past. We're going so enter Ember month now. All right, this is Halens right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. And the program comes to you Mondays through Fridays from 9:05 a.m. We come here to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues right here on your Women Radio WFM 91.7. Okay, so we have the ladies of Halens with me this morning. I have Susan here joining me all the way from Abuja. Good morning, Susan. How are you today?
Good morning, Rose. I'm doing very well, thank you. And how are you too?
I'm good.
Good morning, Iginablo. Good morning, Bouquet. Good morning, Halens family. And yes, thank God it's Friday. No, I won't go window shopping because I don't want my card to leak at the weekend.
It's all right. So you know, go do tone style with that. All right. Good morning, Ividamo. How are you? How is the weekend good looking like? Anyone bear insights?
Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Susan. Good morning to all our valued listeners. Yeah, I do window shopping because
Hi, the
I have,
end.
see, my dear, I have taken myself to a level where I know that I used to. I will go window shopping and I'll end up finishing everything in the card. But I gradually rose above that.
We're happy.
So yes, sometimes it got to a point whereby window shopping became a therapy for me. Sometimes when I'm in a mood, yes, when I'm in a certain mood, I want to go window shopping, and when I go window shopping, by the time I'm back, I feel better. I don't know
Wow.
whether it happens to some other persons, but that is me. And having said that, I know that it's weekend, and there's also one bed. It not depends on whether you are invited or
Or not.
you want to honor that invitation. And I want to tell you again that whether you like it or not, you will spend. Like you said, whether you are going to cook stew or soup or something, even if you're not cooking anything, you will mama put.
Yes, so you have to shut up.
That itself will take some cash out of your pocket. So whichever, let's see, life is too simple and it is too short. So whatever you make of it is what you will get from it. So let us
So
make sure that, let's take life easy. If you can afford the big sumptuous meal, go ahead. If you can afford only just the small, well, let's say one, just be happy. Just be happy. It's a mindset. Thank you.
thank you, Tibinabo, for telling us all of these wise words this morning. But be warned, if you have not grown above going for window shopping and not spending, please. Just do your day till you learn to do so, because if you never has gotten to that point, so you say just be doing it small till you get there. I'm sure that at some point we get there. And for some people, I agree with you. For some people, window shopping is actually therapeutic for them, and they come back, they feel better than they left home. So if that is it for you, just make sure that you create time to do some window shopping. It no go hurt anybody to do window shopping. Bad as it bad, now transport money you go spend, go there. Just go walk around, look, waiting day in vogue. and then maybe plan or budget for it. All right. So, yes, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is the program Her Lens right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. So, you can be a part of the program by dialing 07000 or 09155 Send us WhatsApp message to 08155 or 0703 1756537. These are the numbers to get in touch with us this morning on the program Her Lens. Okay, let's start up with this first story this morning. This one that we got the news a few days ago, and well, it's good news, but I think Buki actually put it up on the group and said that sometimes let's see it translate into our everyday lives, and let's see them follow this to the latter, and then we'll know that yes, this is actually serious. Now, this was reported on the 16th of August from Guardian newspaper and so many other newspapers that took this as headlines. And it says the federal government removes tax on sanitary towels. This has been long overdue. A lot of times when we come here, we talk about, especially during the menstrual hygiene week, we get to talk about a lot about the challenges that young girls and women face when it comes to their periods because they're not able to afford the sanitary towels. They're now way expensive. Now we're just looking for how to manage our periods, during how to manage ourselves during our periods because it's getting too expensive. And imagine people in nooks and crannies, different parts, rural parts of the country. How are they even surviving or managing during their menstrual flow? Is it the same cotton materials they get to use every other day? How hygienic is that? And so on. So there are a lot of questions. And we know that for some women and some girls, once it's their period like this, they can't go anywhere. They have to stop school for that period. Some have to take days off work. Some have to, just because of how it comes to them. But anyway, the report says that the federal government and stakeholders have validated and adopted the first ever national policy on menstrual health and hygiene management to tackle challenges affecting women and girls. Hajia Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, at the validation meeting, that was last week Friday, described the policy as a step towards ensuring menstruation does not limit any woman or girl. She went on to say that she noted that women aged 15 to 49 constitute about 25 to 30% of the country's population, meaning tens of millions of Nigerians manage menstruation monthly. Alarming 15% of girls aged 15 to 19 are already mothers or pregnant, and over 7.3 million adolescent girls and women suffer undernutrition. So it goes on, giving statistics, and then she explained that the realities further justify the urgency of the national policy validation, adding that menstrual health is not just a women's issue, but a family, community, and national development issue. All right, I think it goes down to say that um, the report is quite long, but she says no woman should be hindered in her personal professional development because of menstruation, and no community should sustain stigma or exclusion linked to it. So it goes on and on about some of the good things that this policy will come with. But let's get to hear from the ladies. What do you think about this policy, and the effect of this? When it has been implemented, when it has been put out there, when it has been enforced, because at the end of the day, we're trying to look for how the lives of women and girls can be better. Susan, let me start with you on this. What's your thought on this policy, and how far do you think it will go, especially for women and girls?
Okay, so first I want to say that the tax removal, it came alongside the national policy on menstrual health and hygiene management, which for me is a policy that aims to eliminate, stigma, improve access to facilities like washes, water, sanitation, and hygiene,
Yeah.
and ensure that girls aren't hindered from education, just like you pointed out. Some don't go to school once they start their period and all of that, and then it will also help, their personal growth. Now, as good as this is, which is one of the reasons why I love it, because this policy is long overdue. The removal of tax now in itself will remove that about 7.5% that people pay on tax. That is a relief, I must say.
Yes, it is.
You understand? Because I know how much we were buying parts 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We all know how much we buy it now. I remember as a brother then, my mates were seeing their periods and they will always in their cupboard, they will arrange. I was a brother. They will arrange parts and I hadn't started. I was even feeling a sort of way because others will arrange and put part in front of me. I don't have any part. So look at how much it was then and look at how much it is now. But because we are analyzing this holistically, it is also important that we understand that this VAT consumption now, you know, VAT is a consumption tax. It doesn't remove or reduce production or import costs. Do you understand? So that in itself is another challenge. As good as it may, I was thinking it would come with a whole holistic approach because manufacturers may keep their prices high due to, inflation, foreign exchange, and what have you. So even though the tax has been removed, like as of 2021 and all of that, we're buying it for 450. But now, some parts are above 2,000 naira, and 2,000 is a big money. So now we have agreed that, the high cost of raw materials and all of that might make parts to be high, even though they have succeeded in removing the VAT. We are looking at this because we're also remembering that we have girls in low income or rural areas who up till today cannot afford parts. So it's not even those of us who are working. Even when we buy one, we have to calculate how long will this last for me before I go back to buy another one. So it's also important that it shouldn't limit to only VAT, but it should look at import duties on raw materials. We're looking at subsidized rates and even free distribution. It's not bad if we have to distribute it free. Good. This is very important. And then for me, my final thoughts around this would be, we say while removing the value added tax on sanitary pads is a positive move, we have to acknowledge that menstrual health, as essential as it is, it's insufficient. VAT removal is insufficient to cater to menstrual health needs. Because if you have to truly alleviate period poverty, we call it period poverty because when you can't afford it, when you end up using rags, you use tissue papers, which is not appropriate
at
in
all.
all activities. As it soaks, particles go back
inside.
So it's not good on. It's also important that we ensure equitable access. And if we have to ensure equitable access, now Nigeria must reduce production and import costs. Because that is where you see the tariffs, energy, and some other things coming. It's also important that we invest in full or subsidized pad distribution. 2 or 3 years ago, we celebrated the International Day for Persons with Disability here in Abuja.
Hi, Susan. Insights when it comes to menstrual health. Hello, Susan. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
please
I
go
can.
ahead. Go ahead.
So it's important that we invest in full or subsidized pad. Like I said, there was this distribution of reusable pad. So we had women from the area councils in Abuja came together, and some of us who are also women with disabilities facilitated this session to teach them on how to use these reusable pads because we know that they might not have the money
The money, yeah.
to get it. So how to maintain their hygiene, how to use this
Hmm.
and wash it well so that they can also use it subsequently. And it worked. It's also important that we strengthen sanitation infrastructure and menstrual health education because it's not enough to have policies. Nigeria is blessed with policies, but the question is, the people who are making these policies, do they understand it? Do they have this information at their fingertips? So it's a two-way thing. It's not just enough to remove the value-added tax. A lot of other things that come with it. Thank you.
All right, thank you too, Susan. Thank you for your thoughts on this. This is your Women Radio WFM 91.7, and this is about 25 minutes after 9 on this side of the radio. So let's bring in Ibn aboard to the conversation this morning. Let's hear your thoughts on this policy, on the removal of, on the removal of tax, on sanitary towels. How do you think this will affect, young girls, women, and make us better in general? Because we know how expensive, sanitary towels are at the moment. And as a mother, I'm sure that you don't spend plenty money to dey buy. So, how did you receive this news?
Okay, thank you, Rose. And I want to say up you, Susan, because you are taking 50% away from what I was going to address. Because on our lens we are very realistic and we are
Hmm.
very objective. You see, talking about what came to my mind when I saw it was, if it was just about VAT, yes, kudos and kudos to the government, but they have to rise above that. Just as I don't want to repeat what Rose Susan
Susan.
had mentioned.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Hmm.
Because you say if a pad would cost 1,500, let me even look at the cheaper ones, 1,500, and you remove 7.5% from the total cost. We are talking about 1,120. Tell me how many girls can afford that? And some people have very heavy flow, so they might even exhaust that one pack before they are done with the menstruation.
True.
So, so that is an aspect that the government must look into, so that when you are doing us good, let it be total, let it be complete. Now, going to the other side of it, for me, one of the major problems is water. When I say water, I'm talking about safe water, portable water,
Hmm.
because we're talking about a period where the body of the girl, of the woman, is exposed. Her womb and everything has become vulnerable. That should there be any mistake anywhere, should you use any form of contaminated water, you have successfully introduced bacteria into your body. Sometimes you see some young ladies, they'll tell you, when they eventually get married, they'll tell you, when they have issues getting pregnant and it is a medical issue, they'll tell you, I never had anything, I never did this, I was not promiscuous, but because of lack of potable water, they had to make do with whatever water they had around as of that time,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, and they end up with some infection that are very subtle but will gradually destroy that fertility that you have. That is important. Growing up on my street, somewhere on my street, there was a public tap, and from that public tap, you could drink water because it was gushing out with potable water each time you open it.
Hmm.
We don't have it again. Even in homes, if you do not do your own water, you are already a local government as a family, because there is no water. Government is not supplying the people potable water. So if we want to address this issue of menstruation,
Hmm.
girl child and a woman, let it be holistic. Let it be total. You cannot rule out water. Then let's talk about soap. Have you gone to the market? Do you know how much they
Hmm.
sell now? Whether the detergent or the bar soap. It is so expensive
It
that
is.
someone told me that she actually, that at some point when she was very broke, a young lady, she said, you know, this locally made liquid soap that they
Liquid
sell by
soap.
the
Yes.
washing. That was what she was using to bathe.
Mm-mm.
But she couldn't afford the bar soap. She was so broke that she couldn't afford it. So you see, if a regular child who's not even living in the rural area finds it difficult sometimes to get herself good, toilet soap to have a bath, then tell me that one that lives in the rural area, that girl that does not even have access to thousands of naira. So you see, this problem is so big that the people discussing it should please expand it and not limit it to. We're not ungrateful, but at the same time, we need to lay it bare for the government to understand. Because if you're not in my shoes, you can't understand. So we
At
are the
all.
ones getting the shoes. So we should enlighten those who want to help us so that they can know how far and how well they can help us. So having said all of that, we're talking about food. Omo, you are menstruating, you don't have potable water, you don't have you cannot afford sanitary pad, you are using some rags over and over to do this thing, and then you don't even have balanced diet to chop. Omo,
Hmm.
ewo, how e go be? So you see, they are all interwoven, they are all interconnected. You help us here, you must go this way, you must go the potable water way. On that journey, you must branch out to see that we can eat balanced diet. On that journey, you will begin to look into accommodation. There are children who are homeless. Imagine a homeless girl. Oh my goodness. She's exposed to being sexually abused. She doesn't have money to buy to get herself proper material to take care of her menstrual flow. She doesn't have money to get balanced diet. She doesn't have money to buy soap to clean up. She doesn't have access to potable water. What a hard knock life. This is the reality of that little girl, of that woman out there, and she is a Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Government to expand on this and look at it. Then our joy will be full. Right now, our joy is not even halfway, but we are grateful that at least 7.5% have been removed, and they should please listen to what we are saying on our lens. They should look at other duties, import duties of raw materials and other things that they would subsidize to make sure that life is not such a hard knock one on a girl child. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to Ibinabo for giving us your thoughts on this. All these points are definitely valid. If you know what they say, with whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So yes, this is good, but it can be carried further, and let's get to see that this is really taken seriously, because I mean, women and girls make up half of the population, or more than half of the population of the country. So this is worth concentrating on and giving attention to. All right, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7, and it's about 27 minutes to 10 on the side of the radio.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial star 900 ash on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 21st of September.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sí ìpele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀?
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Women, oh, let's come together this August to talk about something we all need. I'm talking about peace of mind, wellness, and purpose. Join us for the Women Engagement Series webinar August edition with the theme Beyond Hustle, Reclaiming Peace, Purpose, and Productivity. This conversation now for every woman where they try balance life, work, family, and still need to keep her mind in check. Our guest is Deborah Toby Olawale, a family life coach and certified mental health therapist who will share real life tips on how to avoid burnout, stay focused, and find joy in your daily hustle. Date is Saturday, 30 August 2025. Time is 6 p.m. Venue is on Zoom, but we're also streaming live on radio and on YouTube. Make you not miss this one, Register now with the link on our Facebook and Instagram pages at WFM 91.7. Come, learn how to take care of your mental health and still be productive without running yourself down. The Women Engagement Series is brought to you by Women Radio Network and the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
This August, train your kid to be the star of the mic and the dance floor. Women Radio Kids Academy presents Summer Camp 2025. From August 4th to 29th, children aged 6 to 16 will learn radio presentation, voiceover acting, jingle production, basic editing, drama, photography, and of course, dance. It's 4 weeks of creativity, fun, and learning. Training fee is 20,000 naira per child. But guess what? Early birds get a discount. To register, visit Women Radio Center at 37 Beachland Road, Aripo, off Lagos Ibadan Expressway, or call 080 600 92137. Give your child the media spotlight this summer at Women Radio 91.7 FM.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 21st of September.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Oh yeah, give them left and right, hot.
You think you know Nigeria's biggest tunes?
This battle is a problem.
Then get in the ring on the Big Tune Show every weekday from 4 to 5 p.m. on WFM 91.0. Be ready. Let's go get
Women Radio 91.7, the Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
All right, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7. You're welcome back to the program Her Lens right here on Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and of course, I have Susan Hiomani Binabo Dixon with me this morning on the program Her Lens. And we have just discussed on the tax removal on sanitary tools and some of the relief it will bring, and how the government has to go all out to make sure that this, is actually seen that it reaches everybody, and it carries every woman or every young girl along, when it comes to these issues of menstrual hygiene, and of course menstrual health too. All right, so you can be a part of the program by dialing 07000 917 917 or 09155 917 917. Our WhatsApp lines are 08155 917 917 or 070 317 56537. All right, let's head on to the next story this morning. So this particular lady comes out and is saying that if you don't reach 27, 28, 29, 30, and there's no marriage in sight, she's saying now, make you go born pikin. So that yeah, she's saying that it's not everybody that will get married. So why not just go and give birth to a child? Go and carry belly. That's in her own words. Go carry belly. Make you born pikin wey go look after you, because no be everybody go marry. No be when you don't dey reach 40 now, you dey struggle with yourself, as you dey age, your biological clock dey tick and all of that. You go as you dey old, now you won't come dey struggle with pikin. So why not now that you are young and you're getting to 30 and there's no, husband, or there's no suitor in sight, and you are just hanging in there, why not just go ahead and carry belly or get pregnant and give birth to a child that would later on take care of you? And you can do that while you're still strong, take care of the child and all of that. So this actually came with mixed reactions. A lot of people reacted. So many comments on this particular post. And someone saying that person never reached 30. What is now the pressure of maybe getting into marriage or giving birth? And we know that we usually get to see, oh, once you don't clock 30, or you don't dey reach 35, they go, don't they tell you, say, you no go just born, you no go just marry na anybody will come your way, just marry so that you go feel born, because woman time don't they pass. So you hear a lot of all of this comment, and then when you look at it, Nigeria is not as easy as it is. A 27-year-old, 28, 29, you they say make you go born pikin. Now only she won't go born the pikin. Is it that make she go born pikin now when she never even see money to take care of herself, let alone to born pikin, can they carry they go? So while some people are looking at this as pressure that you're putting on women to give birth, before now, marriage. Now it can't be like, say, born pikin, born pikin, born pikin. Because what we're seeing now happening is, okay, if there's no marriage in sight, you just go ahead and have a child. Science has made that very possible. You can go ahead and have a child even without you having a partner, to have this child with. So, I mean, science has made it easy. So, are we now looking at that route now? Looking at it that, okay, bad as a bad, last, I go feel born picking, just stay my own. Because there was a particular celebrity who just, announced her pregnancy a few days back, and that also came with a lot of reactions too. So, are we now seeing women, towing that lane and saying, oh, well, I really don't need a man to do all of these things. I can do it on my own. And, that actually has been happening to women who maybe are a bit older. But here we are talking about young women, 27, 28, and even 30. Are we now removing the benchmark from before, when they say, you're getting old? Maybe they're looking at 40 to 45. But now, even 37, we're now saying that 37 is getting old. What kind of pressure are we putting on ourselves like this? So I would like to hear from the ladies. Are we looking at it as pressure, or we're just moving with the times and trends? How is this going to affect us later? Where are we finding ourselves as women? Because it's almost as if now we they receive lots of all of this pressure, and unfortunately now, even we, sometimes the same women, now we they give ourselves the same pressure self. So Ibn Abo, let's hear your thoughts on this, and then Susan will give us will conclude on this matter.
Okay, thank you. Like we have always said on this program, you don't just go to the social media, read something, and then run with it and begin to, make it part of your lifestyle or whatever.
Totally agree.
You're just you fool yourself. You are putting yourself in a deeper mess. It's like digging. You're already in a hole and you're digging again.
Mm-hmm.
How deep do you want to go? You see, this is part of what society, imposes on the girl child, on the woman, and all. It is you. If you have twins, I know a family where they have a set of twins. You see, the young man and the lady. Do you know that it got to a point? It was the twin brother, that had to